Hello everyone and welcome to this demo of the Facet tool. We are going to go to the website. So here you have the home page for the Facet tool. What is Facet? Facet is a tool to manage and explore large collections of music documents. Currently it works with digitized scores. The current demo is hosted online, but a full Docker image will be released soon so that everyone can use it with their own data. We are now going to demonstrate the features of this tool. So first, you can load some data. So first, let's start with the notion of index, which is a collection of documents. You can create or add a new index by inputting a name here and then submitting the query. You can then load some documents in the platform, in the Facet tool. You can select a file from your computer with the browse button here, and then you can select the name of a collection in which you want to put the document in. You can select a file format and then you can submit the query. You can use several file formats like MEI, Music XML, ABC, Humdrum, and also zip for archives in which you can load several documents. Once you've loaded some documents, you can then go on the dashboard on which you will see all the indices that you have on the platform. So on this demo you have 7 indices. For one is named Coralie, another is named Couperin, Polifonia, which is the name of the Facet project. One is named Bar, and you can click on an index to get the documents which are contained by this index. They all have a document ID, a title, a composer. Some may not have title or composer. And if you click on a document ID, you will see some metadata about the document and the score corresponding to this document. Then you can go to the search interface. The search interface is probably the most important or one of the central feature for Facet. You can use a piano keyboard to select a pattern. So for instance, here we are going to give a melodic pattern, which is called chromatic. You can use diatonic intervals or also rhythmic search. You can search in a given index. So for instance, here I'm going to search for Bach works, and then I click on search. You can see that I retrieved 20 documents with 85 times the matching pattern that I searched for. Like in a traditional search engine, you will find a list of results here. Here is the first document. If you scroll down, you will see the second document, then another one, etc. etc. So remember that all those documents were contained in the back index, but some of them may not have the right composer. So for instance, here is Johann Sebastian Bach, and here it's a non-composer, but it's still a work by John Sebastian Bach. And you can use Facet. So for instance, you can click on a non-composer to see the works which have a wrong composer field, for instance, and click on filter, and you can now see that I retrieve 5 documents. This Facet tool give the name to the Facets tool. You can refine the search by selecting, for instance, the time signature, the key, the period, the number of measures, etc. etc. And once you have done this kind of search, you can also try the rhythmic search, for instance, with also the ABC pattern. So for instance, yes, we are going to use Françoise and rhythmic search. And if I click on search with Françoise, I found 7 documents which have 109 times the rhythmic pattern that I was looking for. I didn't I just input in ABC format, which is a bit different from the piano and perhaps a bit less intuitive, but if you know ABC coding, you can use that in FACET. And then, then let's discover the last or the second to last feature of FACET, which is that there is a full REST API. So everything that you saw me doing in the website, in the browser, you can do that with curl on the command line. For instance, by using such and such commands, like indexing a document, importing, even search can be done with curl. And the last and experimental current feature is the discovery page. If you don't have a pattern that you want to search for, you can just click on discovery, and you will be able to refine the sets of documents which are on the platform, and then you can click at the end on select to filter all the collections. So you can select, for instance, an index here, the number of measures, number of parts, time signature, etc. etc. So let's say that FACET is a platform which is improving. It's under development. You can also go on GitHub and find the code, and you can even click here to see the current version of the code. And like I said at the beginning, there will be a Docker image which will be released soon. It will be advertised also on the website. You can download the Docker image and use FACET on with your own data. Thank you very much for listening, and if you have questions, feel free to reach the developers which are located in France at CNAM Paris, Tianguezhou, Raphaël Fournier-S'niehotta and Philippe Rigaud. Thank you very much for listening.